And let me begin with the Finder newspaper, the new Finder. We have some interesting headlines here. You know, I don't do this alone, right? So I have, yeah, she's here once again. The one and only Vivian Kailoko has joined me on the set. And today, I have answered all my critics. Yes! Hi, Vivian.
Why are you blowing your own horn? Why? Relax.
I should relax.
Let me do it for you.
Oh,
Let me blow it for you. I have the energy to blow it for you today.
I'm relaxing.
Thank you for the mushroom. So this morning, when I was getting out of my car, somebody ran and said, "Hi, do you want the raw one or you want the one that has been fried?" And I'm like, "I want the two." "No, you can't choose it. You need to choose one." I'm like, "Hey, take your time." So David has fulfilled his, promise of bringing me some. I hope you've given Chris hers.
Oh, Chris just,
because I don't want any
She just didn't admit it on air, but she will have to confess. Don't worry.
But you know what? You worried me this morning.
So,
I'm not supposed to eat till 3 o'clock.
oh,
And the smell,
it's nice,
so I had to taste it. I had to taste it.
I love that.
Some butter, black pepper, all that. I'm talking about the mushroom. Thank you. It's lovely. So you do this at home?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You want to do large scale?
I want to do large scale.
I can be an investor.
No, I want to do large scale. The challenge that I realize is mushrooms are they're not difficult to manage
at all.
But you do need to pay attention.
Sure.
If you lose guard, you can easily have a whole bunch that will rot.
Yeah.
You know, whilst you are watching it. So if you have to make sure that it's something that your mind will be on regularly.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't take too much time.
No, they're like
but
snails.
You
know,
regular.
snails are the
like
easiest to take care of, and they multiply like crazy. It's something
unless
I want to try.
Unless you have a small infection that enters, and
then it blows everything.
Then everything will just go.
Yeah,
so.
they're like. So I'll try the snails while you try the mushroom, and then we'll see how it goes.
Right,
you never know. Maybe future farmers of the year.
I mean, hey, who knows?
Anyway.
Yeah.
So let me start with the Ghanaian Times.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
The front page has the president in his Batakari, and he has launched the 8.2 billion deal for SMEs to provide financial technical support for small businesses. Yesterday, I was watching the story on that on CNR Business, and about, I think, 8 of the entrepreneurs were given 1 million Ghana cedis. And when the gentleman was saying 50% of it will go into operations, the other inject into his capital. I'm like, Charlie, it's a good time to see 1 million.
Collect money like that.
No, you can't.
I know, right?
Anyway.
Our businesses need help.
I know, and then still with the Ghanaian Times, the local government minister withdraws controversial road traffic LI. And then we still have on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, second phase Obechepi Lamte interchange to be completed by September, resident engineer, and also Fitch Solutions projects positive outlook for Ghana City. So some positive stories, at least. The front page of the Ghanaian Times is refreshing this morning. I'll give details of that in a bit. All right.
Let me give you the headlines of the front page of the new Finder. We have here 8.2 billion Ghana Cedi SMEs fund unveiled, and the largest investment in the sector in recent years. We have World Bank praises BOG's independence and successful policy reforms. Sea erosion threatens 530 megawatt power plant and other critical infrastructure. This is coming from Dr. John Kisi. Ghana pushes for more sustainable financing of housing. That's an important area because it affects so many things. And Blackwell's NDC sold parks and gardens lands, judges' lands, and other state lands.
Okay. Still with the lands issue, let me take you to the Chronicle. Let's see how they are capturing this sale of government or stool lands to government officials. And the minister is on the front page, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, and the story says, Shenapo, NDC government sold lands Okujeto has exposed. And then with the Cyrene matter, NDC MPs proposed Cyrene privileges are not done prayer.
they proposed.
Yeah, he claims it's the NDC people. And yesterday, the minority also issued a statement saying that, hey, we don't know anything. So we don't know who,
right from the
who did what.
Right from the get-go, I saw an initial, I think it was a day or two ago, some members of the minority had said it doesn't make any sense, what are we doing? You know, so I think our politicians just like this whole political table tennis where they keep passing the buck. Meanwhile, somebody did it.
Somebody did it. And I don't think that if there was no public outcry, they would have stopped it. Whoever is saying I don't know anything about it, they would have gone ahead with it. It's because of the backlash which forced them to put it on hold. So whether you knew or you didn't know, it came to the house and you all saw it. It's what it is.
So what I'm excited about in this month actually has unearthed a few things. The snitch issue shut down, at least for now. Somebody attempting to sneak something into law also discovered and shut down. We do have some amount of power, to limit what happens, in government and so on. So I think we should be more wary, we should be more alert, and do more.
And that's what I was saying yesterday, that the government are the people are the government. If the government is misbehaving or not doing things to suit the general population, the majority or the right, it is up to us, the people, to force government to do the right thing. The people that we look at and love and we think they're doing a great job, I'm talking about those in the developed countries, they hold authorities accountable for everything. And they have decentralized power as well to ensure that in your own small way, you can hold government accountable. That is why the community things are very important. You have your small community from your house all the way till the top. When the people within your municipality, that's authorities, are not doing the right thing, the community people come together and get them to do the right thing. Certain examples and all that. That's why I was pretty upset. You know the story, and I'm sure it's on our website, of the chief who realized that his area, there have been sand winning, it's become dangerous for its residents, the roads have been destroyed, decided to be a good citizen, a responsible citizen, and was ensuring that the holes were covered, the roads were being fixed, and he was arrested.
I don't understand
because he didn't seek permission.
It's illogical, because here's the thing: you don't arrest the people who are sand winning. You don't arrest the people who are destroying the environment. You don't. You see them, but you don't arrest them. You rather collect tolls from them. You rather collect a pittance from them. Then the person who says, no, this thing that is going on here is unacceptable. People are going to die. People are going to fall into the crevices and the holes.
And I can't sit down and watch it happen.
I can't sit down and watch. I'm a chief. I can't sit down and watch this thing happen. Then you go and arrest him. You must be bonkers.
Meanwhile, he's complained to you. Let's say you didn't see that people were standing. That this is what is happening. We need to stop it.
You didn't do anything about it.
So this is so wrong. It's so wrong. But explains how we do things as a country. You go to the market, the tolls are being gotten from the market woman, yet they are sitting in filth. Two-way problem. The people sitting in filth, problematic. The authority, problematic. We that we are buying to, we are problematic. So, Charlie?
Because none of these people in their mix is complaining about the filth. No, you're paying money.
We encourage everything as a people. If I refuse to buy your food because you're sitting in filth, after a while you realize I'm doing the wrong thing. But we encourage it. We encourage it. Anyway, the informer. Don't underestimate power of labor. Ajimandria warns governments. We're talking about group, ensuring that we all get things done. MPs, judges, others, license to kill, quote unquote. LI exchange speed limits for upper class. This is how the informer is capturing that story. And then finally on the informer, as 2024 Petroleum Conference starts today, NPA boss assures of fruitful deliberations.
All right. The Daily Guide says, Nana launches $8.1 billion SME Go program. This is interesting because the other papers capture it as 8.2 billion Ghana cedi SME.
8.2,
but this one says $8.1 billion.
I mean, we should check the
because it's a lot. There's a huge difference between $8.1 billion and 8.1 billion Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference. Anyway, Bamia appointed to lead Ghana. Bupira speaking. IGP Parliament pledged commitment to democracy. And NDC MPs fight over lithium committee. A very unfortunate story here. As unfortunately happening in this story here, man 27 rapes woman 62. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he should be.
Is he being prosecuted?
I'm sure he is.
I hope he's been arrested.
Well, I hope
62,
so too.
why?
The story is on page 6 of the paper.
Oh,
yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's very, very, very unfortunate.
All right. Today newspaper says governance in the public sector. Focus on SNIT. So it's basically saying that it's not just the ministers and all that, but those in the public sector proper must also be held accountable. Also on the Today newspaper's front page, we have the picture of former President Mahama.
Okay.
The paper says Mahama calls for free, peaceful elections and smooth transition. And finally, on that paper, IMF World Bank still label Ghana as debt-distressed country despite completion of DDEP. It's going to take a while to clear our debts and manage that, so that is to be expected.
Yeah. And the Republic Press. Government boosts agri sector as minister unveils $3.2 million project for farmers. Siren law withdrawn following public pressure. We have Mawako slapped with 1 million Ghana cedi damages in food poisoning case. Okay. Mahama expresses concerns over politicization of state institutions ahead of December elections. We have Auditor General uncovers 2 million Ghana cedi overpayments to school feeding caterers. Really? Overpayments. So why are the caterers complaining that they don't have money? They have not received their
But just last week we saw, which region was that? I forgot. Prior to that, I think Ashanti region.
Yeah, people have been complaining they don't have money. So how is that overpayment?
Do you know my problem with this whole thing?
Yeah.
The quality of
the food. Hey,
there was one I saw, whether it's brown, you know brown stew, the one they use flour, so that the stew will come plenty and give you color. Brown stew, there was no protein on the food.
Yeah, it's like a whole, it was like a
rice.
bucket, a paint bucket full of stew, and it was just brown, there's nothing inside. We just fetch it like that and give it to the children. I don't even understand what we're doing.
It's sad.
You know, but you see, for me, the worst part of it is knowing that every child has been limited to 1 cedi 50 pesos in this Ghana.
Yeah.
1 cedi 50 pesos.
We need to re-look at the figure that we give to the caterers to cook. It's not possible.
These are some of the images we're seeing at the back.
It's not possible. You cannot use 1 cedi 50 pesos.
I don't understand it.
If you do the maths and put it together. You know, and when you speak to these caterers, most of them are in arrears.
Yeah.
And the arrears is not 6 months, 1 year.
So somebody is collecting the money and it's not getting to the caterers somehow. Yeah. Because if there's overpayment from the, at least according to Auditor General, it means the money has been paid out.
It's been paid. So where has the money gone to?
So where is
so
the money?
So that we feed our future. This is our future.
This is our future.
We feed our future with unbalanced diet. And we all know the implications of eating unbalanced diet from your childhood.
Yeah.
But do you think we accept these things?
Berry, kwashoko, all these other type of problems.
The development of your brains and the body and all that. But you people, I blame you people.
So,
you see,
which
the African culture, look at the way we feed a family.
Okay.
The man is giving the big meats, the big amount of, all the portions. He's the head of the family. We are seeing it in our schools.
How am I to blame for this?
We are seeing it in our schools, and we are happy.
Vivian, how is this my problem?
No, I'm just saying. You know, sometimes I think we need to connect a lot of things to how we do things, because I'm not sure that anybody who cares or is interested or wants to invest in the future of the country will watch unconcerned with the food we give these children, right from the primary schools all the way to secondary schools. And we are seeing it in all, you know, all these streams, from secondary school, all that.
A few years ago, I had a conversation with Professor Akosa, and he said something. You know, he was a one-time Director General for the Ghana Health Service. And he said something. He said that all you need to give a child the appropriate protein for the day is a ladle of beans. Do you see? So really, it doesn't take much, but you see, we have to be deliberate. We have to be
deliberate. And beans,
you know,
growing of beans in Ghana, should it be difficult that we can have farms that, you know, give the products to these schools? You can't tell me cultivating beans is a big time to,
but we're
substitute the meat and fish and all that. Anyway. Or even egg. What happened to one egg, one child? What happened to all these things? So I don't know.
There's a headline here that I think maybe you may have found, you may have seen it on social media like I did. A man who claims to have had sex with minor has been arrested.
Oh, good one. Yesterday, the police released a statement that it had been arrested. And again, you know, these slow moves from authorities is now worrying. It looks like now if social media doesn't shout, which is all of us, it takes forever to do things.
No, but I think that we must take advantage of social media and use it to make sure that our leaders.
How does somebody sit on TV for more than 24 hours, says that they had sex with a minor, and nobody does anything about it till people start complaining? It's not acceptable. No, it's not acceptable. We take too long in taking action for wrong. Anyway, Daily Analyst, attempt on Trump's life makes me think more about our elections. This is ex-President Mahama speaking. And then still with the Daily Analyst, 3 million condoms missing. Auditor General after delivery man. You know, some delivery...
This story actually broke yesterday. They said,
so we are still looking for him.
The condoms were worth about, what, $1.something million? $1 million Ghana cedis. And then, is that absconded?
And I'm told it's not just condoms. There are other medical stuff there. So this guy has to be found and arrested. And then, still with the Daily Analyst quickly, unethical journalism, bring Captain Smart to order, GJA, Giba, Primpactel, Media General. And finally, on the front page of that paper, NDC MPs proposed siren privileges are not Domprep fire. So back to the issue about who did what. The most important thing is it has been thrown away. And that's that. So it's what it is.
Okay, let's get into some more detail, I think.
Yes, we should. Can we do some online quickly? So whilst you are doing that, I'll read quickly the story to do with the president launching the 8.2 million CD deal, because I think it's a good one for all our SMEs in pushing them to the next level. So President Nana Akufo-Addo has launched the Small Medium Enterprise Growth and Opportunity Program, which seeks to disburse 8.2 billion Ghana cedis to Ghanaian businesses. The program, an initiative of the Ministries of Finance and Trade and Industry, has been designed to achieve results drawing from lessons of past programs and challenges faced by SMEs in the country. It prioritizes coordination between participating institutions, the Ghana Enterprise Agency, Exim, and Development Bank Ghana to ensure the targeted delivery of financial and technical support across the whole spectrum of Ghana's SMEs. And then quickly, let me read, if you are not ready, the local government withdrawal thing. So it says, the Minister of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, Martin Ajay Mensah-Kosa has withdrawn the controversial Road Traffic Regulations 2012 LI 2180. Now, the withdrawal follows public outcry against the instrument, which seeks to amend portions of the Road Traffic Regulations 2012, laid on June 14 and set to mature on Friday, July 19, 2024. The LI, among other things, was meant to bring the regulations up to speed on matters relating to the registration and licensing of motor vehicles. It, however, came to light over the weekend that the LI includes provisions granting some public officials, including ministers of state, members of parliament, and justices of the Supreme Courts of Adjudicature, the privilege to use sirens on the road and not be liable for exceeding speed limits. So, congratulations to all of us for stopping
so.
this approval of
we cannot
breaking laws.
Yeah, break laws and create chaos and try and legalize insanity.
Please leave home early.
Yes, just leave home early, you know. Anyway, so some online stories from ChannelOne TV, ChannelOneNews.com. We have two-thirds of Ghana's coastline risks being washed away. This is Ghana Hydrological Authority.
Have you read the areas that Augasco? You went to Botry?
No,
Augasco in the next few years, it can't be washed away by.
No, it's a very serious thing. It's a very serious thing.
It's also a serious.
So they're saying the key assets at risk include Abuadze Power Enclave. I think that's the 530 megawatt. Okay, so Abuadze Power Enclave, St. Augustine's SHS, Denu Aflao Highway, Cape Coast Nursing, and Midwifery Training College, among others. Yeah,
it's a serious thing. You know, I went to Adan. Was it last year? Last year, December, doing a story on this. You know, the sea taking over. Yeah. And if you look at some parts of Adan, about half of the community are gone. They're gone, and this has happened. You know, the fishermen showed me the distance. It's like where the sea had gotten to from here to, if I'm not exaggerating, which place would I use? Beyond the police training school. Yes, within a space of 2-3 years. Whoa. The sea had, you know, eaten into, and you see the chief's palace was gone. And the chief's palace was in the middle of the community. Wow. It's gone. So he's now moved to some makeshift, you know, building somewhere far off. Yeah. All the communities at the edge of the sea are all gone. So if we don't put in measures, you know, to do the sea defense along all the coast, the entire coast. There was a hotel they were putting up, you know, around, I've forgotten the district name, you know, it had eaten it, half of it gone. And the person has sunk millions of cedis into that hotel. So it's a big thing. So we need to save the power plant, we need to save St. Augustine's, we need to save the nursing school and all that, or else that's it.
Wow. Thank you very much, Vivian. Thank you for coming through. Okay, enjoy your mushrooms.
I will. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, sports is next. Don't go anywhere. Sports review.
All right, so the club, Leicester City has announced the signing of Black Star winger Abdul Fattah Ishaku on a 5-year deal. The club made the deal public on Tuesday via an elaborate social media announcement that featured rock band The Machines. And Fattah joined Leicester City on loan from Sporting Lisbon last season, and he played a strong role in getting the Foxes promoted back to the Premier League in the upcoming season. He played 43 matches and scored 7 goals in all competitions for Leicester City. By virtue of the deal, Fattah's parent club, Steadfast FC in Tamale, will get 7.9 million euros in a sell-on fees from the 17 million that Leicester City will pay Sporting Lisbon for Fattah's signature.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's a good one.
Yeah. All right, so England manager, we're going to do Euro 2024 update. England manager Gareth Southgate has resigned 2 days after defeat by Spain in the 2024 European Championship final. The Three Lions lost 2-1 in Berlin on Sunday, their second consecutive Euros final defeat, having been beaten on penalties by Italy at Wembley 3 years ago. Now, Gareth Southgate managed his country for 102 games in 8 years in charge. Now, his contract was set to expire later this year. Southgate guided England to the semis of the 2018 World Cup and 2 Euro finals. And after Sunday's loss to Italy, he said it was time for the team to go into a new chapter. Now, the English FA says it has already begun looking for successors, and there are rumors concerning names such as Jurgen Klopp, Mauricio Pochettino, and Newcastle manager Eddie Howe.
All right, Kylian Mbappe was formally unveiled as a Real Madrid player at a packed Bernabeu Stadium yesterday. The 25-year-old France keeper's impending arrival after the expiry of his contract at Paris Saint-Germain was announced last month, and he officially became a Real player on July 1st. After 7 hugely successful years at the Parc des Princes, the first of them on loan from Monaco. He was introduced to a rapturous reception on Tuesday afternoon in Madrid following his return from Euro 2024, speaking in Spanish to the delight of the assembled crowd, which included his parents, Wilfred Mbappe and Faiza Lamari, after being introduced by President Florentino Perez. Congratulations, Mbappe.
Yep, absolutely. Congratulations to him.